Welcome into the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I am your host, as always, Harrison Graham. Thanks to everybody for submitting their questions for today's mailbag. We got a lot to get into, so we'll go ahead and jump on in here in a second. The NFL trade deadline has passed for you, so for your trade questions, I had to ignore most of those. Let's start with Ethan YT. Should the Chiefs sign Earl Thomas for the stretch run? Midway point of the season, Chiefs 7-1, obviously, and now that the deadline's passed, a lot of attention goes back to some of these free agents. We talked about Vic Beasley on a recent video. Now Earl Thomas, I don't think he makes a ton of sense for the Chiefs. I think some contenders will show some interest, but Kansas City, especially when you look at their defense, safety's kind of the last thing you need because you got Tyrann Mathieu, you got Juan Thornhill, you got Dan Sorensen. I love Earl Thomas with what he brings on the field. I'm not, super into his off the field shenanigans, weird stuff with his brother. You know the story. I'm not into all of that, and I'm more not into the way he just kind of did his own thing with the Ravens last year, basically ignored coaching for half the season. Guys, the Ravens cut him, and they're a Super Bowl contender. That tells you a lot, in my opinion, and he was kind of dipping in production as well. I like Earl Thomas, but I think the Chiefs have more than enough on the back end. Tyrann Mathieu is a beast. Juan Thornhill's playing well. Danny Sorensen's playing at a high level. Your corners are playing good. You don't really need Earl Thomas. You got L'Jarius Sneed coming back. Now, is Earl Thomas better than Dan Sorensen? Of course. He's probably still better than Juan Thornhill, but why would you bring him on board at this point? I don't think it's worth the risk. I am going to say no to this question, but I'll let you guys decide. Do you want Earl Thomas? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know down in the comment section Y for yes or N for no. And while you're doing that, get subscribed to the Chiefs Report. Help us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. We fully committed to this channel in January. We're going to I hope we hit 10K before the end of the year. That is my goal. I want to get there by December 1st because we're ahead of schedule. We can get there with your help. Hit that subscribe button. Share that link below with a friend. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We cover the latest Chiefs news, rumors. We do weekly mailbags like this. We do game previews, post-game analysis. We do it all. Plus, live watch party on Sunday, noon game. We're bringing that back this week, so join us. Just subscribe and turn on notifications. All right, Melissa Cole, should the Chiefs be looking to sign Bell after we win this ring? So basically, she wants to know, should the Chiefs bring back LeVeon Bell after this year? Obviously, they signed him for the rest of this season after the Jets cut him loose. I don't think this is very likely, Melissa, because Edwards-Helaire is your future. He's here for the long haul. You spent a first-round pick on him. I'm down to keep Lev Bell if he's down to be this number 2 type of running back that plays some, but I think he just wanted to hit the reset button and play with a contender. If he plays well, he's probably going to want to go sign and be a number 1 back next season, and that's not going to happen in Kansas City unless he just out of nowhere is Pittsburgh Le'Veon Bell, and I just don't see that to be the case. Hasn't played a ton with Kansas City in the couple of games he's been here, 12 carries, 46 yards, 3 catches, 31 yards. I think he'll continue to be incorporated. He'll get involved, but I don't view this as, hey, he's coming in here and he's going to have a RB1 type of role and sign long-term. I don't think that's a realistic scenario for Lev Bell. Is it impossible? No, but is it unlikely? Absolutely. Now, who is the better running back? We've asked this a few times. As of today, who is the better running back? Not all time, not better career. Today, who is the better running back? Type CEH for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, LB for Lev Bell. We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video, so get your votes in, CEH or LB. Metal Live is next up. How do you feel about the roster right now, and do you think the Chiefs should have made more moves before the deadline? Obviously, the only move outside of bringing in Lev Bell like a couple of weeks before the deadline was they traded away DeAndre Washington. Like, that was the only thing they did. And look, I'm not surprised, right? Like, we keep talking about how the salary cap is a myth, and it is to a certain extent, but it's not like I told you guys. They weren't going to trade for Stephon Gilmore. They weren't going to bring in that big contract on board. You can't have the highest paid player at like 6 positions. It's just impossible, or at least one of the highest paid. I like where this Chiefs team sits. I think they're in good shape. Could they have made a minor move here or there? Absolutely. There's a couple of areas where Kansas City certainly could have upgraded their football team, and it's these three positions. I think linebacker, interior offensive line, and corner are three spots I would have at least explored. For all I know, they did explore that and didn't find anything out there, but L'Jarius Sneed's coming back soon, so your CB situation will be improved. Interior offensive line, we just got to wait and see. Hopefully Mitchell Schwartz comes back at right tackle in the near future. And then linebacker, I think Willie Gay will continue to improve and progress. I think you're okay there as well. This roster is loaded. Could you have upgraded some spots? Yes. Was it a necessity? No, it was not. What should be a necessity and something we all like to do is make some damn money, and you can do it at BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. The great thing about the Chiefs is, A, they're fun as hell to watch, and 2, they can make you a lot of money. Go to that link, use that promo code Chiefs125. What I did before the season, I put down $100, plugged in that code that is exclusive for you Chiefs fans, got an additional $125. I've been floating on that the whole season. I'm just throwing wild bets out there left and right, and I'm making money on the Chiefs at chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. I'm going to make some more money this weekend because I like the under and I like the Chiefs minus 11. Give me Kansas City 34-17. I like that spread in this game against Carolina at home. I think they come out focused just like they did against the Jets, and they take care of business. Again, promo code Chiefs125 after you get going at BetUS. Nicholas Shaw, who do you think will be gone after this season, and who will the Chiefs look to draft in their place? Well, top free agents, 5 guys on the offense and defensive side. Lev Bell, Sammy Watkins, Demarcus Robinson, Kelechi Osemele, Anthony Sherman. I think Bell's likely gone. I think one or both of Watkins and Robinson are likely gone. We'll see about Osemele. And then Sherman, I think they'll probably bring him back to be their fullback. On the defensive side, both your corners, Breeland and Ward, we'll see. I would guess one is back and one is gone, with Sneed continuing to develop as your other corner. Damian Wilson, I think he's probably out of here. I don't think they bring him back. Dirty Dan, I hope he comes back. And then Tano Passanio, we'll see. I think he's improved the past couple of years. If you can get him for cheapish, I would like to bring him back as well. So those are some free agents that I have my eye on. There's a couple of other guys in there. Taco Charlton, do you want to bring him back? Whatever. I think Eric Fisher's a guy you could cut, so we will see. So those are some positions. Wide receiver, I think, is a position you could draft next year, but name a specific player you want the Chiefs to draft next year. I saw Rashad Bateman in a recent mock draft. That would be a lot of fun if you lost D-Rob and Sammy Watkins, but let me know. Name a player you want the Chiefs to draft next year. Subscribe, because very soon I will have my latest Chiefs mock draft, and you won't want to miss it, so hit that sub button.